All right, ladies and gentlemen, so tragedy has struck our beloved FC Barcelona as an important player, a leader, a goal scorer, a clutch player, a pressing machine. Our fight, our determination, our grit has suffered an injury and will be out for the next 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Wow. If you've been living under a rock and haven't heard, I'll tell you who that player is. It is none other than the Capi, RAPHINHA, who suffered a hamstring injury, and the estimated time for his recovery will be 5 weeks. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. It's not like we're in the important part of the season or anything. No, man, perfect timing. This is great. This is great. Now, you may ask me, Leo, did it happen during an intense La Liga match? Nope. Did it happen during an intense Champions League match? Nope. During the training session? Because, that can happen. That can happen. Nope. Then how did it happen? During a friendly match between Brazil and France. A friendly fucking match, bro. I cannot believe it, bro. I despise international break, man. We all just knew it, right? Every international break, we just have to get some tragic news of a key important player going out with an injury because of some stupid ass game that no one cares about, that means absolutely nothing, man. Nothing. Especially for the likes of RAPHINHA, because I can understand if you're it's a World Cup year. I can understand why they're having these games. They want to prepare for the World Cup. I can understand that. And I can understand some players giving 100% of themselves because they want to try and convince the manager to get called up for such an important event like the World Cup, right? But I can understand that. But RAPHINHA, you don't have to prove jack shit. You don't have to prove jack shit. You actually think Ancelotti would ever bench you? No, you don't. No, it's not going to happen. Not even bench, not call you up. You think that's going to happen? Hell no, that's not happening. Hell no, that's not happening. And apparently I saw some reports. I don't know if it's true, but let's pretend it is true for a second. Let's pretend for a second that it's true. That he already had some discomfort before the match against France. And if that's true, RAPHINHA, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Because if you truly had some discomfort and you felt it, and you knew in your head you were not 100%, why would you go on that pitch? They cannot force you to play if you told them that you weren't feeling well. If they found something as well that you didn't look 100%, they would have never put you on that pitch. So why did it happen? Whose fault is it? Is it RAPHINHA? Because if I was to lean towards they forced him to play knowing that he had something wrong, that he wasn't 100%, or that RAPHINHA willingly played because he wanted to play such a big match against such a big opponent of Brazil. I'm leaning more to RAPHINHA wanting to play that match because I can understand that as well. Playing for your national team is such an honor for these players, right? You always want to play any type of international game. You want to represent your country. You want to play these kind of games, especially against such a big opponent like France. And you obviously want to showcase yourself to your fans, to the Brazil national team, especially during a time where Brazil have been looking like garbage. Even during Ancelotti's reign so far, they've been looking like garbage. Nothing entertaining to show that they're going to win this World Cup, right? So you want to prove yourself. You want to hype your fans up for what's coming, like for such a big event like the World Cup, man. I can understand that, but if that news was actually true, that he was actually feeling some discomfort already or had a problem before the game and he went out there and played, I'm extremely disappointed in RAPHINHA. But again, I don't know if it's true though. I don't know if it's 100% true. During these times, news and different reports will come out at every second, but hey, what can we do now? RAPHINHA is out for the next 5 weeks, meaning he will miss some very important games. A couple days ago, I made a video of the games that we will have in April. And you guys know the games that we will have in April. Some very big games and some very tough matches. For both La Liga and the Champions League. 2 competitions that we're still fighting for. And of course, this had to happen. Great. So these are the games that RAPHINHA will be missing. The game against Atletico Madrid right after international break away at the Metropolitano for La Liga, which is of course important because we want to try and get that win so we can keep that gap between us and Real Madrid. La Liga is still in our hands right now. And then right after, again, Atletico Madrid for the first leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League at home. All right, we have the advantage of home, but still a big match. Because if we were to drop points against Atletico Madrid for La Liga, either a loss or a tie, all right, we can take that. Obviously, we don't want that to happen, but let's just say the worst case scenario, we lose to Atletico Madrid or we tie, we drop some points. Now the gap goes down to 1 or goes down to 2 between us and Madrid. All right, it will probably go down to a Clásico to see who wins the Liga. All right, okay, fair enough. But these Champions League matches, we cannot afford a single mistake. We have to be 100% focused and 100% ready to win those matches no matter what. No matter what. We cannot afford any type of mistake, because one mistake can knock you out of this tournament. So this is what frustrates me so much, man. For La Liga, we can afford one loss or a one tie. We can afford. Of course, I don't want that to happen, but we can afford it. For the Champions League, unacceptable. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. Especially against Atletico. If we can knock that to Atletico, oh my God, I would be so sick. Sick to my stomach, man. So he's going to miss the first leg against Atletico Madrid. He's going to miss the home game against Espanyol, a derby. It's going to be a tough match, even though I'm still confident that we'll win that match. The away leg to Atletico Madrid for the second leg of the quarterfinals, which is going to be a tough match. Of course, a lot of it's going to determine how the first game goes. But still, it's going to be a very difficult match where we need our best players. Rafinha's going to be out. Then a home game against Celta Vigo, and then an away game against Getafe, which we all know is already tough. We haven't won there since 2019. So it's going to be a tough match too. We need our best players, and we're missing Rafinha. Great. He's missing some very important games, and it sucks so much, bro. I genuinely hate this, bro. I cannot believe it, bro. I cannot believe it, man. I made a TikTok a couple of days ago as well saying I'm so confident that we can win these games against Atletico Madrid under the one condition that everyone is fully fit. And of course, this shit happens a couple of days later, bro. I jinxed it. It's my fault. I should shut my bitch ass up, bro. I should just shut my bitch ass up. All right, now, what does this mean for Hansi Flick? What does this mean for Barcelona? A couple of things, for sure, because Rafinha, we know how important he is for Hansi Flick in the system that we play, the highline that we play. Rafinha has shown that he is a key figure for Barcelona for these big matches, especially because when we really look at it, against Newcastle, our first big game of the season, Rafinha didn't play. He was out. Rashford stepped up. Cool for him. Against PSG, was Rafinha present? No, he wasn't, and we lost. Cool. Against... who else did we play? What other big match did we play where Rafinha wasn't there? Oh, against Real Madrid. Did Rafinha play? No, he did not play. He was not there, and we lost. Okay, another big game. No Rafinha, and we lose. Let's see what other big games Rafinha missed that we lost in. Oh, against Chelsea. Did Rafinha play? Yes, he did play. But did he play the whole 90 minutes? No, because he was suffering through an injury. He wasn't fully fit. He had to play in the second half, where we saw the energy that he brought in when he came in, wishing that we could have had him for the whole game. But unfortunately, he was out with an injury. We didn't have him. We lost this game. Another big match. What other big match did we lose? Oh, against the team that we're about to play in the Champions League. Oh, look, this little 4-0 loss that we had right here. Who didn't play? Rafinha didn't play. So it's clear, especially against the big teams, how important Rafinha is. It's not an excuse to say that Barcelona cannot do it without Rafinha, or that Rafinha is the sole reason that we win games or these big games. No, it's not to say that. But it's clear that without him, we struggle because we're missing such an important part to our attack. Such an important part to the system that makes it work, which we all know what it is. His pressing, his on the ball and off the ball movements, his leadership, how he pushes the team forward. He urges the team to give 100% of themselves. He gives 100% on the pitch for us. And of course, the other things that he has with his clutch moments, his goal-scoring ability. Rafinha just offers so much for us, man. He steps up in the big moments, especially in Champions League. We've seen it this year. We've seen it last season as well, especially, for sure. So we are losing such a key component to our system and key component to our team that has brought us success under Hansi Flick. And I'm sure Hansi Flick right now is probably devastated right now, man. I can guarantee you he is 100% devastated. So now what does Hansi Flick have to do? What must Hansi Flick do? I think one thing he definitely has to do is motivate this team, and someone in the attack, someone up top, get something out of them to do similar things to Rafinha. And I don't mean be a clutch player, score clutch goals, have the same on and off the ball movement that Rafinha has. I mean press like him. Work ethic like him, determination like him, put it out on the pitch like him. Someone that can do that, because that doesn't just come because you're innate to that, because that's just born inside you. That's how you're made. That also comes from hard work, really wanting it, like Rafinha shows for us. So someone in the attack has to be that kind of player, man. A leader that can press, be a pressing machine, that will not give up throughout the whole. He will fight to the whole 90 minutes, not give up whatsoever. Push the team forward. We need someone like that up top. Could that be Lewa? I doubt it. He's not gonna run for you the whole 90 minutes. He's already old. Could that be Ferran? He's not a leader. Could that be Rashford? Potentially, but leadership-wise, does he really have it? Not really. Could it be Fermin? Maybe. Fermin gives 100% of himself too. I think one player that definitely has to be is the likes of Lamine Yamal. I think Lamine Yamal has to be that player now. He has to have those same qualities of RAPHINHA in terms of leadership and in terms of course, pressing and just showing the team that, hey, there's someone out here putting in the work. Everyone else must put on the work as well. We're playing for high stakes right now. Everyone has to give 100% of themselves. So without RAPHINHA, the team has to work even harder now. They have to work even harder now because we're losing such a key component up top where now the attack have to be 100% on it. They know we're losing such a key player like RAPHINHA, who for the most part runs the most and presses the most. Now everyone else has to do that, man, and efficiently. Not just press like out of nowhere because I need to press. No, press efficiently and obviously with the brain. You need to do it in a smart way too, so it can benefit us. But yeah, what's his name? Hansi Flick just has to motivate this team even further now, and obviously now the question is who's going to take over. I think we all know who's going to take over in that position, and it's the likes of Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford, listen, these last couple games, he's not been impressing at all. Marcus Rashford has actually been someone that, for the last couple games, hasn't really had the trust of Hansi Flick, and for some reason hasn't really been playing as much as he's probably needed to. Against Uruguay today, he looked kind of decent. He played 69 minutes, great. Against Rayo, he got 8 minutes. Against Newcastle, he got 0 minutes. Against Sevilla, he got 0 minutes. Against Newcastle, in the last couple of games, he's not getting as much minutes. I don't know what the case may be there. I don't know if Hansi Flick I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen any type of anything being said about Rashford and Hansi Flick falling off or anything. I don't know what the case may be that with the lack of minutes that Rashford's had in the last couple of games. But even so, when he's come in, he hasn't impressed. He really hasn't impressed. I really haven't been too satisfied with his performances as of late. Against Athletic Club, he was awful. Like, he started this match and he was awful. So, he hasn't been impressing at all. Now is the moment. Let's cut the crap. Let's cut all this nice shit. Now is the moment for Marcus Rashford to step up and take it to another level, man. If you truly want to stay at FC Barcelona like you already expressed that you want to stay, Barcelona potentially want to keep you as well. If you truly want to stay, you need to win the fans' heart as well. Because I'm sure the fans are probably split. I'm sure there's a part that definitely want him to stay. I'm split right now. I see the quality. I see what you're capable of. But at the same time, you're not doing it on a consistent basis. So I'm like, you're not really convincing me. Because Rashford has been on and off this season. But when Raphinha went out with an injury and Rashford had to step up, he did step up. Like in this Newcastle game, like he was magnificent, and in other games as well, where he was looking one of the most important players, one of the most players that we can actually rely on. Even when Lamine was like dealing with his injury, wasn't looking the best, Rashford was actually the one motivating factor. One of the guys that was actually looking good and that was like, all right, cool, he's impressing. But as of recent, he hasn't been looking like that. Now that Raphinha's out, is for your opportunity to step up, because the player that's been taking your position, the player that's been in front of you, because of course how important he is, he's out of the way now for the next month, and now you have to step up. Because it's all cool and all how you stepped up in the beginning of the season. There were important games, yes, but they're not as important as they are right now. Nowhere near. Now it's high stakes. It's crunch time. So you have to step up massively in these games. Because for Rashford, we all know the quality he has. We know at his best he is such a great player. But for me, the thing that he just lacks a lot is confidence. His confidence, because sometimes when he's on the ball, he looks like he doesn't know what to do. Sometimes he looks like scared to do things on his own, take on his player himself. He just makes the simple pass back or just goes for a random cross or a random shot that leads to nothing with no cojones, nothing, bro. No idea towards what he's doing. Sometimes he just looks lost out there. And I think that's due to a lack of confidence. So, I don't know what you're going to do, Rashford. Build that confidence up somehow. Have some conversations, have some late night conversations with Hansi Flick. Talk about football, talk about life. I don't care. But build that confidence up right now, buddy. Because we need you. We need you. It's cool enough for you to score a goal here and there, but if you throughout a whole performance you're not stepping up, and if you're not doing enough for the team, then you don't belong at FC Barcelona. That's just the truth. We need the best players. We need the players that step up in the big moments. You have the potential of being that player. You know how good you are. We know how good you can be. Now show us, bro. Please, I beg you, show us, man. We need to see it from you. Because you have some qualities that RAPHINHA doesn't have. You have that skillfulness. You have that great one-on-one ability. Beautiful shot on you as well. Great finishing. You have a lot of qualities that RAPHINHA lacks. So show us what you're about, man. Show us, because if you do, best believe you're staying at FC Barcelona, bro. Do you really want to leave sunny Barcelona for rainy Manchester again? No, you don't. I know you don't. We all know you don't. You want to stay at FC Barcelona. So show us why you should stay, bro. Please, I believe in you. I believe in you, Marcus Rashford. I believe. Please, do not fail us, bro. This is your time, bro. This is your time. You couldn't have asked for a better situation now. Of course, it's unfortunate that RAPHINHA is out, but you couldn't have asked for a better situation for you to show the fans and the board that you must stay at FC Barcelona, bro. I hope you step up. I really, truly hope you step up. It is tough for him because the important games are coming against Atletico Madrid, and against a team like Atletico Madrid, you have to be very patient. You are not going to be left in one-on-one situations all the time. You have to be a bit creative because of how they play. So that's what I'm saying. Rashford, you have to take it up another level, bro. You have to take it up another level. As much as the other guy on the right-hand side, LAMINE YAMAL, you have to take the reins now, man. You have to take the reins now. Because this is your time. This is your time to shine as well. You're the number 10 of FC Barcelona. You're the best player in the world. We've been calling you that throughout this whole season, or at least the majority of the season, for a reason. Because of how great you are. Everyone understands your greatness. Now show us in these important games. Against the second leg against Atletico Madrid, you stepped up. You did great. And you left that game disappointed. Why did you leave that game disappointed? Because we didn't do it. Because we didn't make the comeback. Even though we had a stupendous game, we had an incredible game, you still left disappointed. And I like that. I like that mentality. You have a winning mentality. Now it's time for you to step up in this game because we desperately need you as well. No more ghost LAMINE. Shut the haters up. Everyone that's been saying that you shy away from these big games, you got to shut everyone up. Like you usually tend to do. We need you, LAMINE YAMAL. We need you. As much as the rest of the team as well, bro. Hansi Flick, you definitely have to change some things because RAPHINHA is a big miss. You understand how much of a big miss he is as much as we do. So changes must be made. Don't be stubborn because we saw in the first leg against Atletico Madrid for the Copa del Rey, without the likes of RAPHINHA, what we were missing up there, and it led us to getting utterly exposed. So if it takes you to change some things, change some things. We're not going to be disappointed because we want to fucking win. That's what we want. We want to win. And if we win, you change some things, no one's going to judge you. No one's going to say, oh, he couldn't stick to his ideas, his tactics. No one's going to give a fuck about that. Because when you win, you win. No one cares what the loser says. No one cares what the haters say because you won. You got over the line. So please, Hansi Flick, if changes must be made, personnel must be changed, tactics must be made, do it. No one's going to judge you for it. If anything, we'll be happy that you did it because you're adapting with the circumstances that are currently happening right now. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, guys, this is so disappointing. Like, truly, this is so disappointing, man. Again, RAPHINHA's been suffering through injuries this whole season. And unfortunately, it's caught up to him yet again. It's such an important part of the season, man, and it truly sucks, bro. It genuinely truly sucks. I saw someone throw in the likes of, my boy Paul. Shout out to you. He said maybe Cancelo on the left hand side and Gerard Martin, I guess, as a left back. That'd be interesting to see. But I think right now, Hansi Flick will be trusting the likes of Rashford to be the main guy on the left hand side. If I see Ferran Torres on the left hand side, I give up. If I see Fermin and then Dani Olmo, come on, no. Rashford has to be the guy now. We brought him in for that kind of reason, to be the substitute for RAPHINHA, to be our left winger. Please don't do no experiments, Hansi Flick, of things that failed in the past. Do what works. Do what can work. Just keep it simple. That's all I can say. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments how you feel about this whole injury situation with RAPHINHA. I'm sure all of us are really disappointed of it, of course, and how you are now feeling about these upcoming games, man. Because I'm sure with RAPHINHA and the fully fit team, we were confident, but now without RAPHINHA, it's a big blow. So let me know how you're feeling about these games, these upcoming games, these upcoming difficult games now without the likes of RAPHINHA. Are you still confident, or are you now worried. Let me know all those things down in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time you upload. Share to your friends who love football. And I'll see you guys in the next video whenever that is. Much love. Take care. God bless. Peace.